All right, I'll try this again. I got your first sword done. There it is. And hopefully you like it. I'm going to start working on the clear one now in a few minutes. So there is the first sword. Oh, big old fire sword. Let me know what you think. And on to the clear one. All right. Hopefully you like it. Bye. All right, I got both your flaming swords done. Here's the clear one. It came out pretty cool. You can see the clear flame. I put a gloss coat on it on top of the matte to give it more of a sheen to it. And then here is your other sword that I already showed you in the other video. And again, at this one here, I did not add shine on the coat. I just used a flat matte coat. So there you go. All right, I will ship these out today. So you're going to get it actually a few days early. Hopefully. I'm going to go find a box for them. Still have time to dry first before I do. Oops, I guess I go back to the swords. So let me know that you got this video and that you're cool with how they look. Thanks. Bye.
This is Todd. So let me go and tell you a little story. So I had a friend and he bought this giant cool Balrog figure. And let me go ahead and show you some pictures of what this figure looks like. So let me find my pictures. There it is. So here's what the figure looks like. This big old monster from Lord of the Rings. And his sword, when he got it, was all broken, and this is all he had of the sword left. And he said, "Hey, can you 3D print the front and the handle?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'll just make the whole sword." So I went ahead and decided that I'm going to go ahead and try to make this sword. And I had some reference pictures to use, and I knew how long it was from this picture right here. So you can see that it's supposed to be just right around 12 inches tall. And so that's what I used to make the custom sword. So check it out. This was the first version I made of it. And you can see it right here, how it is just the gray one. You know, let me get my light on here so you guys can see better. So here's the gray one right here. And I made this too thin right here, so it ended up breaking when I made it. And it's like, man, that kind of stinks. But so let's check it for length. And I think I'm off by like a 1/4 inch when I made it. Oop. Oh, I'm off by almost, no, it's supposed to be 12 inches. I'm pretty close there. I'm just barely under 12 inches, like less than a 1/4 inch away. So I was pretty close to my sizing, just slightly. So I don't have a Balrog to test the sword in, so I just put it in my 12-inch Skeletor. But anyway, here is when I painted it. And then my son came over and he was looking at it, and I go, "Isn't that cool, kiddo?" He goes, "It'd be cooler, Dad, if it was clear." And I'm like, man, he is so right. So I went and made a clear version of it too. And it's much stronger than the original by a long shot. And so I started thinking, you know, I could actually sell these things. I mean, look how cool this is when it's clear. Boom! And that looks really cool. And so I'm going to sell some of these as custom swords in this clear plastic, and I'll paint it ahead of time for you guys so you're not stuck painting it. And I'm not even going to bother with the solid ones because, I mean, yes, it's cool. It's a nice replacement one. I guess if someone really asked me for a solid one, I suppose I could make one for them. So I got another one printing downstairs. It's clear. These two are going to my friend Brian, so he can throw them in his Balrog and take pictures for me, so I can use them for my auctions. But they came out really cool. It was crazy when I was making it on Blender. I just took the sculpting tool and literally drew the flames onto the sword, and it was a lot of fun. I used a large one first and made the majority of the flames, and then used the small sculpting tool and drew in some small flames, then a super itty bitty one to draw in all this detail right in the blade, which you can see the original piece, it has that detail right in it. Now, it's not as sharp and clean as the original piece, as you can see all the detail in there, but it is really still very cool. Look at that. Oh, flaming sword of death. And this one's a little harder to paint because you got to use the clear paints. And this one is clear yellow, clear red, and they mix the orange in the middle on their own because red and yellow make orange. And then a clear black mixed with clear red for the top to give it that little bit darker red across the top. So that is how you paint the clear one. Oh, don't forget, tonight is the night to watch our new cartoon. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe.